So, it's Justin here, or Crazy J, and today's video we're gonna be talking about not just Spider-Man movie rights. We're gonna be talking about more specifically Fantastic Four, X-Men, Hulk, and Spider-Man. We're explaining why they got sold, how Marvel got to the point where they had to sell them, and then how they got them back, somewhat. All right, so let's do this. This all started back in the early 90s when Action Comics #1, the very first appearance of Superman, was sold
for $1 million.
That's a lot of money, guys. That is a lot of money, right? Think about it. Being sold, one comic book being sold for that much money. Whew. So, comic book companies were like, hell yeah, let's make more of these babies. So they started making, more comics with dozens of different variant covers. Now, if you don't know what variant covers are, they're like special edition or limited edition covers. So, for example, I have right here my all-new Captain America #1. Sam Wilson, baby, the new Cap. Deal with it. And then this is my all-new Captain America #1 Alex Ross variant cover. So as you can see, they're different, right? They cost more too. So all those like, yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money off of this. What happened was customers didn't want to buy them. There were just so many different variant covers, and they weren't special, they weren't rare. So why collect them? When that happened, it caught to them eventually. A lot of companies went under, never to come back. Some companies went bankrupt. One being Marvel. Can you imagine saying Marvel was bankrupt in 2019? Impossible to think about, right? But it happened. It happened way back when. So during at this time, movies like Superman and Batman just came out, or were coming out, and they were making some pretty decent money. So Marvel was like, there might be a market here for this superhero movie business. We should sell some of our characters to save our ass, because we're going under quick. So that's what they did. They sold most of the characters. People don't know, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor were sold to Paramount Pictures. We'll go over that later. We're gonna talk about, like I said, Fantastic Four and X-Men were sold to Fox, Hulk was sold to Universal, and Spider-Man was sold to Sony. Now let's go over what happened with these different group of characters, right? Fantastic Four and X-Men. Don't worry about it. Disney bought Marvel, and Disney bought Fox. Now Fox characters are Disney characters, which means they're Marvel characters. So boom, it's a win. Anyways, now let's move on to the Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk movie rights were kind of weird, right? So the way it goes is Marvel can make movies with them, with Hulk characters, but they have to work with Universal, because Universal distributes it. So anything Hulk related, Universal owns this distribution rights for it. But they had made a Hulk movie before. They made, if you remember, Phase 1 had an Incredible Hulk movie right after Iron Man 1. So they did make it. A lot of people are saying that they can't do it because Universal. No, not at all. Like I said earlier, Captain America, so Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Captain America: The First Avenger, and Thor were all made or distributed by Paramount Pictures. So Disney / Marvel isn't afraid to work with other companies. They just are choosing not to work with Universal. Probably because the last Hulk movie did pretty bad, critic-wise and profit-wise. Maybe they don't want to waste that money. But then again, now they're working on a She-Hulk movie TV series on Disney Plus. So maybe they are working with Universal now. I don't know. I think they should. Hulk is a cool character. Now we move on to our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Our boy, he's back. But let's explain how he's back and how we got to where we are now. So as you know, as I said before, Sony bought Spider-Man rights. They made their, the Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi trilogy, 1 and 2, 3. So those came out. And then they made the Amazing Spider-Man movies, 1 and 2. So they made the Amazing Spider-Man movies, 1 and 2. And they did terrible critic-wise, and, they're risking degrading their value of the character, because Spider-Man is their moneymaker, man. Spider-Man makes some money. Like, he is Mr. Make It Rain, bro. You have no idea. So they were risking like losing this, right? Like, oh man, what do we do? Let's make a Venom movie. Didn't happen back then. Let's make another Spider-Man movie. Didn't happen. Let's make an Aunt May movie. What? No joke. That was one of the rumors. So they're getting close on not being able to make a movie, because what happens with these movie rights is, if you make a movie within a certain time frame or a certain couple of years, the rights go back to Marvel. That's what happened to Ghost Rider as well. So, like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And then Kevin Feige came in and was like, come here, baby. Let's work something out. So they did. Marvel and Sony sat down and they made a deal. The deal went as follows. Spider-Man will appear in 5 movies: Civil War, Homecoming, Infinity War, Endgame, and Far From Home. Marvel will have full creative rights over it, so they can choose the cast, they can choose who they want. Kevin Feige will produce it. It'll be an MCU movie. Let's talk about money now. Money-wise, Marvel/Disney will keep merchandising rights to them, which they've always had, which is a big deal because Spider-Man makes money. Like I said, bro, like in this house alone, I have a Spider-Man cup, a Spider-Man plate, 2 Spider-Man cups, a Spider-Man plate, a Spider-Man bowl. We have toy figures. We have underwears for the baby, not for me. For the baby. So yeah. This household alone has a lot of Spider-Man merchandise. So imagine this times everybody else in the world. It's a lot of money. So, and Marvel got, check this out. Marvel got 5% of the first day gross of the Spider-Man solo movies. So what that means is, movie comes out on a Friday the 1st, let's say, the 1st to the 2nd, Marvel makes 5% of what that movie made that day. After that, all Sony. So yeah, I mean, they get a lot of money off of the merchandise anyway, right? That's a lot of money. But yeah, so as we know, everything happened as planned. You had Civil War, blah blah blah. We had we had Infinity War. We had I don't want to go. We had all that good stuff. We got Far From Home. We cried a little bit, a little tear in the eye when he had a little moment in the plane. He looked like Tony Stark doing the whole thing with the. So yeah, that happened. So they sat down to work out a new deal. It's time to renegotiate. Now, any numbers I mentioned prior to this and during this and after this, these are all just numbers that I read, reported, or rumors, blah blah blah. No one really knows what happens. As much you think they know, they probably don't know, unless they were like in that room. They probably don't know. So the rumor was Disney sat down and was like, all right guys, you did a great job. Good job guys, good job. Now we'll pay for 50% of everything here going forward to make the Spider-Man movies, but we also want 50% of everything as far as profit goes. And Sony was like, whoa, hold on. And this is what I think they thought. Why would I give you 50% of what we'll make when I can go ahead and make a movie myself and probably make more than the 50% I'm gonna get from this? Why would I do that? That makes no sense. This is my character. I bought him. This is my IP. Why should I give you 50% of what we're doing? Yeah, you're making a movie, but this is mine. So they walked away. I was pissed at Sony at first, but then I sat down and thought about it. Sony has a good point. Why would they do that? Disney has a good point. We made Spider-Man who he is. Give me the money. So, and let's not kid ourselves, guys. This was not a take your conspiracy off. Take your tinfoil hat off. It's Spider-Man was legitimately out of the MCU for the past couple weeks or months. He was gone. Like, as far as we all knew, he was never ever gonna return to MCU. Kevin Feige did an interview saying it was good having Spider-Man. It's been fun. It's been great. Blah, blah. Tom Holland said, yeah, it's over. Tom Holland basically said it's over. We delivered the script to Sony and they like it, and we're moving forward. I'm gonna be Spider-Man still. Don't worry about it, guys. It's gonna be okay. So yeah. But lo and behold, Kevin Feige came back, and what happened was the original, like this, when the deal broke through, when the deal fell through and they walked away. What supposedly happened was these were guys from Sony who didn't get the Spider-Man character, didn't get the value, and didn't get like what they were doing. So they went ahead and reset with some other people who were, I guess, more Marvel friendly, and they made a deal happen. So September 27th in the morning, the news broke that Spider-Man was back in the MCU. He's home again, boys. We got him. So he's back. He's back. Deal goes as follows: Spider-Man will appear in one Spider-Man solo MCU film, and see, a lot of people forget the and one MCU film. So look at that. I'm guessing an Avenger crossover movie. I'll explain why later. So we're gonna finish with the trilogy, and we're gonna get an Avengers movie. And a lot of people are like, oh, they're gonna write them off after that. No. So Kevin Feige said that he said, oh, you know, we're happy to have him back, obviously, blah blah blah, and that Spider-Man is one of the only heroes, or the only hero that has the power to cross over into different cinematic universes. So what that means is, as you know, Sony has their Venom movie, which C- at best. Hey, it's what it is. They have their Venom movies, or Venom movie, and they're making a Morbius movie. They're making a Venom 2 with Carnage. They have those movies coming out, and it's all based on Spider-Man characters, off of their characters that they own. So what that means is he'll appear in MCU, and then he'll cross over to the Venomverse area and do that. Now, does that mean Avengers is gonna be the last time that MCU film is gonna be the last time we're gonna see Spider-Man in the MCU? Probably not. The reason being is that I think what's gonna happen now is they're gonna treat Spider-Man the IP or a character as a movie by movie basis. So I think we're gonna have an Avengers, and then he's gonna go do his Venom stuff, whatever, go play with his friends over there. And then the next time there's like a crossover event, like a big Avengers type movie, or a big event in MCU. So let's sit down, let's work it out, and let's get Spider-Man back over here for this movie. All right, cool. Let's sit down, boom. So I think that whenever Marvel needs him for a certain movie, we'll be good to go. Because we'll probably only get like the trilogy, like we go with Iron Man, and then from there, he'll just have crossovers, like we did with RDJ as Tony Stark. So that's what's gonna happen. I believe that's my guess. It makes sense for both companies. So, you know, they can have Tom Holland do whatever hell he wants, or they can have Tom Holland be Spider-Man in their own Sonyverse and do whatever the hell they want with him there. And then every once in a while he'll cross over to the MCU and help us out, or help the Avengers out. So it's cool. It's a win-win, I guess. As far as money goes, because, you know, it's all about money, right? Cha-ching. As far as money goes, Marvel will finance 25% of the projects, but also potentially make 25% profit off of it too, of the profit. Now, that's big because it's not only off of the Spider-Man movies, but I believe it's off of any Spider-Man related character project. So anything after the second appearance, they'll make money off of that for the next couple of years. I think like the next 2-4 years, something like that. Anything like Venom 2, Venom 2, any movies, they'll make 25% off of that, or lose money potentially. They might put 25%, but if the movie doesn't make a certain amount of money, they could lose money. That's why it's a big deal. So they have to make sure these movies are good, right? I think that's the risk they didn't want to take, but eventually had to get Peter Parker back. So if you think about it, if they have no say in what's going on with these shows and movies. This is all gonna be Sony ran. So like, let's say they make a TV show off of like Spider-Gwen and it does terrible. Hopefully it doesn't, but maybe it does terrible. That's potentially lost profit there. That's a big deal, but I don't care. We got him back, boys. We got him back. Our boy is back. Very happy. Tom Holland's happy. You can find me on Twitter, Crazy J, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Oh yeah, got TikTok. Nothing on there, but it's there. Same thing at Crazy J. If you want to move this conversation to like a more live setting, I do stream on Twitch every Monday evening, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping in. Like and subscribe. If you like the video, give it a like. You subscribe to the channel, and then hit the little bell there. I think that's all the cool kids, right? That's all the cool kids say. Hit the bell to get notifications for when I upload a video. I'm cool. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.